Hi everybody, Jared here with Want of the Nation's Rage. Today, I like to do a location video, and I've got another situation here. Well, I'm sitting at the Quick Trip on US Route 278 in downtown Covington. If you go that way, that takes you to Oxford. And if you go back the other way, straight through that light, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah. You see that red light there? If you keep going straight that way, it takes you to Covington Square. Now, I'm basically catching up with the cemetery saga videos here. I figured it's been a while since I've filmed any cemeteries, and I'd like to do that today. So, but the thing is that there's a cemetery that way in Oxford, and there's a cemetery that way on the other side of Covington Square. The problem is I can't figure out which one I want to film. So, I'm going to have to choose, okay? So, if you remember the water tower video, you remember how I solved this issue that I was having. I used the coin. So I'm going to do that again today. Except this time you know what the choices are, okay? So here we go. I'm going to say that Oxford is ahead of the game. So it's a head side for Oxford. And Covington has many tails, because it's the Hollywood of the South, and there are lots of movies and TV shows that were filmed in Covington, so hence tails, okay? So I'm going to flip for it here. Heads or tails, heads or tails. Tails. I guess we're going to Covington, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this the best that I can, even though the sun's probably glaring down in the camera lens and blinding you. I don't know how good you can see, because I can't see very well. This is Highway 81 here. We're going to make a left up at this light, which is... what is this road called? Any other day I'd remember what it was called, but today for some... Clark Street. Clark Street. Alright, we're taking a left on Clark Street. This is going to take us to Covington Square. By the way, the cemetery that we're headed to right now, you've seen it before. If you're a regular watcher of my videos, you have seen this cemetery before today. If you watched the Ain't No Grave video that I did, the Johnny Cash cover song that I did, silly me, like I could ever top Johnny Cash, but yeah, I did that anyway just because I thought it would be cool. That video was actually an improv video, because that particular day that I went to that cemetery, I had actually planned on doing the cemetery saga video that day. It was a very dreary, gray, overcast, cold, windy day. And I had planned on doing the cemetery saga video on that day, but it didn't work out because it turns out I didn't have enough time. So I figured I'd do a little improv and salvage the footage that I had actually gotten to make a short video, a music video. So that's what I did. And it turned out pretty good, I think. Anyway, this here, what you're looking at, this is Covington Square. In the future, when I get a better camera, when I get an actual camcorder, I have plans, and I'll give you a little tidbit of information, something to look forward to. If you like history, you like learning about new things that are old, if that makes any sense, then when I get a decent camcorder, I'm actually going to start doing videos about cities. There's a lot of cities down here in Georgia, and these cities have huge, awesome, interesting histories, right? There's a lot of information. There's a lot of information on the internet about these cities. I'm talking about Covington, Decatur, McDonough, Jackson, Monticello, Mansfield, Madison, all these cities. I think I just made a wrong turn. Yeah, I did. And that's all right. That's all right, because actually there's something up here as well that I'd like you to see, and I might as well go ahead and do it and put it on this video. Anyway, there's a lot of old cities in the South that are full of history. What I want to do is I want to do like a documentary style video about each of these cities, but I would like to wait until I have a decent camera to do that. This right here, what you're looking at, this is Academy Springs Park. I'm just gonna walk down here real quick. I'm gonna show you something that's pretty cool. There's a placard that I would like to show to you. It's like there's some people out here today, maybe some kids on the playground. There's a family down there enjoying a picnic. I'm gonna walk down here. I'm gonna try to find this placard that has a little bit of information about this. This is just a small preview of the style of the type of videos that I'm talking about that I would like to do. You see, the cool thing about these towns is that they know that they are full of history. That sounded ignorant. I'm sorry. Of course the towns know they're full of history. If they were conscious and they had mouths, then they could talk and tell us their history. But the thing is, what I meant to say is that the people that live in the towns, the citizens, the government, the leaders, and whatnot, what have you, they appreciate the fact that there's a lot of substantial history in the towns. And there are historical societies, there are things like that, and they leave placards around the towns. It's not exclusively to the South or anything like that. I'm sure that whatever state you live in, whatever country you live in, they do the same exact thing. But how many people actually take the time to go around and read those placards? A lot of people probably do, but how many videos are there about these things? So that's kind of like what I want to do. I want to go around in each one of these small towns, these small cities, and find the placards and read them and gather as much information that I can, and then I want to build a documentary out of it. When I say build, I mean I want to take clips, I want to edit the clips, I want to make it look professional and neat and everything, and actually try to do an actual documentary on these cities. And like I said, there's lots and lots of cities around here. You've got so many. You've got Covington, you've got Porterdale, Madison, Monticello. Like I said, I mentioned them before. There's so many of them, and they all have history, and it's awesome. So stay tuned for that. But here we are. I'm going to walk down here. I'm going to show you this. This is pretty cool. Scattered around this property, you'll find these small placards that describe the plants in front of them, I believe. This is called the Hazel Outer. This deciduous tree grows 15 to 20 feet tall with multiple stems. The leaves are simple and alternate. Bark is smooth, gray to brown, and fluted on the trunk. Bright yellow catkins appear in spring. Cone-shaped fruit persists through the winter. Autumn foliage is yellow and orange. Just in case you were wondering. Have a heart, do your part, help keep our park clean. Look at this massive pine tree right here. Can you see it? Is the sun too bright? Look how big that pine tree is. Can you believe that? It looks like it's about to fall, actually. Yeah, down here in the south we have lots and lots of pine trees, but rarely do you see them get that big. Let's get a closer look at it. That is gigantic. I can't help but wonder how many hundreds of years old that tree is. I've never seen a pine tree that big before. That is insane. I mean, just the base of that, that's got to be like at least a 4 to 4.5 foot radius, 8 or 9 foot circumference around that sucker. It's huge. It's kind of scary the way it's leaning over too. Look at the branches on it. It looks ancient. A little pond. I used to walk across that when I was younger. I don't think I'm going to try it today. I don't think that'd be very smart because of my knee and stuff. Wax myrtle. Myrica cerifera. If you want to read that, pause the video and knock yourself out. Not literally, because then you wouldn't be able to read it, but you know what I mean. Stepping across the bridge. Academy Springs Park. Check it out, it's a birdhouse. Birdhouse. Pecan tree. We have one of these in our yard at the house. Looks like this one has fern growing on it and moss. Yeah, ours doesn't have that. You see that squirrel up there in the tree? See that squirrel? I tried to get him in the shot, but he was too fast for me. Apparently he just ran off with those people's lunch. It's pretty funny. I guess they gave him some of their sandwich or something, and he just ran off with it. There's a little channel right here. It's pretty cool. Guess it's a runoff channel for the rain. This is what I wanted to show you. This is why I wanted to come out here. Newton County Academy, the Male Academy, 1822. Though chartered early, the building for the academy was not completed until 1827. At first, girls and boys attended. Shortly, however, it became an all-male school, also known as Academy Springs School. For boys in 1889, the school merged with the female college under the Covington City Public School Commission. The building was demolished in the early 1990s. The Chautauqua something was featured annually for the enhancement of cultural life. Today, the site continues to serve as a popular park. No kidding. Placed by Landmarks Committee, Newton County Historical Site 13. You see, this is what I'm talking about right here. Historical Site 13. That means there's at least 12 other sites that I would like to get in a documentary style video about this place. June 15th, 1996. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Newton County Historical Society, established 1891, 1881, something like that. That makes me wish I was a kid again. That's pretty cool. Their door fell off though. So yeah, just to give you an idea of Academy Springs Park. I didn't even know this until I just read that, but apparently there was a school there at one point. What's this all about? Warning. Security cameras in use. Private property. No trespassing. Is that the Vampire Diary house or something? I wouldn't know. I don't watch that. Maybe you guys could tell me though. Is that where the Vampire Diary stuff is filmed or was filmed? Who knows? Apparently there's some reason why people want to get in there, because they have a sign that says no trespassing. Anyway, just thought you might appreciate this video. Me getting this place on film. It's pretty cool. There's also a playground up there. Bring your kids out here, have a good time. Come check it out. Alright, so I was on my way out of here. Headed for the cemetery I was going to show you. And I saw a couple of other placards that I'd like to read to you. In case you're interested, want to know more about this place. Squirrels all over the place out here. I saw this. It says, in honor and memory, Leo S. Mallard, Scoutmaster, BSA Troop 222, 1978, 1987, 1990. Okay, so apparently this isn't very old. It looked like it was, though. Guess it's just made to look like that. Still pretty cool, though. I'm not sure who that is. Maybe there's more information about that online. Here's the other one over here. Covington Garden Club Memorial Arboretum Beautification, Conservation, and Education Program. A gift to the people of the city of Covington. Dedicated September 7, 2005. Covington Garden Club. It's a juvenile magnolia tree. 2 of them, 3 of them. So cool. Not as significant as I thought it would be, but still worth taking a look at.